Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle, and it's called Feathers by Gerhard 1963. And here are the rules. Standard Sudoku rules apply. The digits 1 through 9 appear in every row, column, and box. Thermometers. Digits on thermos are strictly increasing from bulb to tip. So you always have to be increasing from the bulb to the tip. So an example on just this small part. Actually, let's make it this one so that it makes it more clear. But it could be something along the lines of 2, 3, 5, and 6. And that works because, again, you have it continuously increasing all along this thermometer. Now, if this were, say, a 7, that would not work because even though it's increased from 2, 3 to 7, it's not increasing from 7 to 6. So that's why that thermometer, that's why this set of digits would not work on this thermometer. And that's how thermometers work. And then we also have Kropke pairs, where digits in cells separated by a black dot are in a 2-to-1 ratio. Digits in cells separated by a white dot are consecutive, and not all dots are necessarily given. So for example, if this were, say, a 2 here, this would have to be a 1 or a 4 to maintain the 1-to-2 ratio. Similarly, if this were, well, not similarly, but if this were a 6, this would have to be a 5 or a 7 to make sure that these digits are consecutive, because digits separated by a white Kropke dot must be consecutive. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, so for thermometers, I'd like to go from the bulb and mark what can be each minimum digit, and then go from the tips back to the bulb to mark what could be the maximum digits. So we're going to start, let's start with this one, but this can be at minimum 1, this 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we want to go that way so that we can figure out what the maximum is going back here. So then this could be 6, 7, this could be 5 through 9, this is 4 through 8, this is 3 through 7, 2 through 6, and 1 through 5. This could obviously be 3 through 9. This could be 4 through 9 also, actually. But 9 cannot be in between two unique numbers if they're separated by white Kropke dots, right? Because it would have to be, 9 can only be consecutive with one digit. So this can't be 9 here. This has to be 4 through 8. So each of these feathers are essentially the same thing, right? This has to be 5 through 9, 4 through 8, 3 through 7, 2 through 6, and okay, that's, so we can do this sort of in mass. 5 through 9. These are 4 through 8. These are 3 through 7, no 1. These are 2 through 6, and these 3 have to be 1 through 5 because of that. Now, these are different because specifically they have to be next to a black Kropke dot. Because of that, we know this cannot be 5, 7, or 9. Because if you take 5, it's 5, 7, and 9. They're not double of anything, right? Because they're odd numbers. Or they're not double of any digit. They can be double, obviously, of like 2.5 or 3.5, but that's not allowed in normal Sudoku rules. And if you double them, they double to 10 or above, which are not digits either. So 6, this has to be 6 or 8, and they have to be with a 3 or 4 if that's the case, right? Since this is at most a 4, this digit has to be smaller than it. Well, what does that mean? What digit is smaller than 3 or 4? It's only 3 out of the choices that are possible. So this must be 3, this must be 2, and this must be 1. Now, this can no longer be 3 So this can't be 4 and this can't be 5 because of how thermometers work. This is greater than 3, so this must be 4, which makes this an 8 to make it a 1-2 to ratio. So this cannot be 4 or 8 anymore. 4 is consecutive with 3 or 5, but it can't be 3s, therefore this must be 5. So this can't be 5. This has to be 6 or 7. This can no longer be 4 because of this 4. And 1 cannot be, where is 1 in box 6? It has to be one of these 3 cells, which eliminates 1 as a possibility here. So this can't be 2, this can't be 3, this can't be 4, and this can't be 5 because of that. This has to be at least 5, so it could be 5. Again, this can't be 5, 7, or 9 because it's next to a black Kropke dot. This has to then be 6 or 8, and the 6 or 8 has to be consecutive only with 7 or 9, right? If you try to have a 6 or 8 consecutive with a 6 or 8, that doesn't work. So 6 and 8, again, is in a 1-to-2 ratio with 3 or 4. Well, this can't be 5 because of that 5. This can't be 3 because of that 3. Therefore, this must be a 4. This can't be 4 anymore, and so therefore this can't be 5 or 6 because it has to be greater than this. This is 7 or 8, and the 7 is never greater than 7 or 8, so this must be a 9 then, which makes this an 8, which makes that 7, which makes that 6. This can't be 6 or 5 since it must be less than a 4. This can't be 3, 4, or 5 because it must be less than 2 or 3. So this is 1 or 2, and this is 2 or 3. Okay, what else do we have? This must be consecutive with 6 through 9. So it's either 5, 6, 7, or 8. It cannot be 9, again, because 9 is only consecutive with one unique digit. And this is consecutive with 2. This has to be at least 4 from this. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. It could be 9 because it could be 9, 8, 7. What are the digits remaining here? They have to be 1, 2, 3, 5, and 9, right? Well, this can't be 9 because of this 9. This can't be 2, this can't be 3 or 5. If this is 1, this could be 2 here. So that does work. If this is 2, it cannot be 3, but it could be 1. If this is 3, it cannot be 2 or 4, because if this is 3, this would have to be 2, so that couldn't be 2. So this cannot be 3. If this is 5, it could be next to 6, and if it's 9, it could be next to 8. Okay. Well, where is a 9 in box 4? It has to be one of these 3 cells. So this can no longer be 9, which means this can't be 8, this can't be 7, this can't be 6, and this can't be 5. We also know 8 has to be one of these 2. Actually, well, 7 could be one of these. The rest of these digits are specifically 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. Obviously, these can't be 7 or 8. This can't be 1. This can't be 6 because of that 6. So 8 has to be one of these 2 cells, which means this can't be 8, but that doesn't tell us very much. This can no longer be 9. Well, so this could be 6, 5, 4, 7, 6, 5, 6, 5, 4, 7, 6, 5, or 8, 7, 6. Or it could be 6, 7, 8, or 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so what are the possibilities here? Again, 6, 5, 4, 7, 6, 5, 8, 7, 6. Or it's 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. So there cannot be a 7 here. Okay. That's fine. This could be 5, 4, 3, or 5, 5, 4, let's look at the choices. 5, 4, 3. Oh, but it can't really be 5, 4, 3, right? If it's 5, 4, 3, the problem is 5 would have to have these digits be smaller than it, but 4 and 3 are already taken. So this cannot be 3, and therefore this can't be 4. It could be 6, again, 6, actually 6, 5, 4 doesn't work either. Okay, that's probably where we want to go then. So I didn't think about that. But yeah, how does this work if this is 654? It needs 4 other digits that are smaller than it, but 5 and 4 are already taken here, and therefore this 6 wouldn't work as 654. So that doesn't work there as 654. Can it be 7, 6, and 5? Well, no, because this would be 6, 5, this would be 7 and 7, so it can't be 7, 6, 5 either. Can it be 8, 7, 6? Yes, because if it's 8, 7, and 6, this could be 5, 4, 3, and 2, and that works. So therefore, 8, 7, 6 does work. 6 going up works, so 6, 7, 8 works. 7, 8, 9 works. So it could be 8, 7, 6, 6, 7, 8, or 7, 8, 9. Either way, there has to be a 7 in one of these two cells, and there has to be an 8 in one of those 3 cells, but we're not sure what else we have. Okay, so similarly, let's go through here. If this is 5, this would be 4 and 3, but then this would also have to be 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's not allowed. So this can't be 5, 4, 3. If this is 6, 5, 4, the problem is this digit's not less than a 6, so therefore that wouldn't work. If this is 7, 6, 5, this could be 4, 3, 2, 1, so that does work. So it could be 7, 6, and 5. This could obviously be 9, 8, 7 to be consecutive, or it could go up. 5, 6, 7 works. 6, 7, 8 works, because these are all lower, so that's fine. And 7, 8, 9 works. So either way, there has to be a 7 in one of these 3 cells, right? It's either 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8 in one direction, or 7, 8, and 9 in one direction, one direction or another. Okay. Where is this digit in box 2? It can't be any of these cells, so this specific digit, we'll make it yellow, has to be here, right? Because it can't be any of these, because these can't be 1 or 2, and it can't be this one because it sees that one. Where's that yellow cell here? Then it has to be one of those 3. So this is 1 or 2. We're not sure which currently. Where's this yellow cell in box 4? It can't be here because this must be greater than this one, so it can't be the same. Can't be here, so it must be here, which means the yellow is also here in box 7. The yellow cannot be either of these 3 cells here because it sees both the 1 and the 2. Actually, yeah, this cannot be 1 or 2, so this must be 4 through 9 here. This can't be 7 because of this 7, obviously. Therefore, the 1 has to be one of these 3 cells, right? That's fine. This can't be 9 because of this 9. Now, how do I want to approach it? Okay, this can't be 8. Okay. This can't be 8 because of this 8. Where's the 8 in box 2? It has to be one of those two cells. Therefore, this cannot be 8 um, going down. So one of these two is 8. So it's either 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9. So this cannot be 6. Interesting. So therefore, this can't be 7, right? Because it has to be less than this digit. And 7 would not be less than either of these digits. This can't be 6, this can't be 5, this can't be 4. Okay. Hmm. The 9 has to be one of these three cells. Okay, so what are these digits? It has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. This can't be 1, obviously, because of that one. This can't be 7, but we already knew that. So one of these three has to be a 9. Um, hmm. Where else do we want to approach this? What are the remaining digits here, maybe? It has to be 2, 3, 6, 7, and 9. And this is also 2, 3, 6, 7, or 9. Hmm. Don't know if that helps us much. Where is the 9 in box 8? Cannot be any of these cells, so it must be one of these two. So therefore, none of these can be a 9 then because of that. Well, that's actually very interesting. Since that can't be a 9 anymore, therefore this can't be 7 or 8 because it has to be greater than the cell, and it can't 7 or 8 is not greater than 5, 6, or 7. This can't be 6 or 7 because this has to, again, similarly, this can't be 5 or 6, this can't be 4 or 5. Um, this can't be 7, obviously, because one of these three must be 7. This could be 5. Okay, so what are the possibilities again here? Right? So we have 5, 6, 7. This is, again, could be 5, 6, or 7. This can't go down. Can't be 5, 4, 3. Couldn't it be? It could be 6, 7, 8, because again, it can't go down. 6, 5, 4 eliminates all possibilities here. But this could go down as 7, 6, 5, and it could go up as 7, 8, 9. And either way, there is a 7 there. So actually, that didn't change much there. Hmm. Ah, but where's the 1 in box 8? This one eliminates all the 1s. Yeah, I should have been looking at for the 1s first. So therefore, this is a 1. Where does the 9 have to be? It has to be here, which forces this to be 8 and 7. So this can no longer be 1, which means this can no longer be 2. This can't be 3. This can't be 4. This can't be 1 here. This can't be 8. This can't be 8. So this has to be 2 through 6. There's no 4 here because of that 4. Where's the 2 in box 8? It has to be one of these three cells, which means this can't be 2. The 1 has to be one of these three, but we don't know which. These can't be 7 anymore. These can't be 7. Where is a 7 in box 6? It has to be that cell. So this is 7. Therefore, one of these two is a 7. But this can't be 7 because one of these has to be a 7. Therefore, this is not a 7. Therefore, this is a 7, and it cannot be the yellow. It's just 2. The 8, again, has to be one of these two. So the 8 has to be one of these two here. The 1 is one of those 3. This can't be 7. This can't be 7. So 7 could be any of those 3. This can't be 7. 8 can't be here, so 8's either here or here. This must be 1 with 4, 5, 6, or 9. That doesn't tell us very much, unfortunately. Okay, whatever 1 or 2 is in yellow has to be, the other one has to be here. So the rest of this row cannot contain 1 or 2. And these two can't contain 1 or 2. That actually limits things. So this can't be 1. Right, because the thing is, there can't be a 1 or 2 in any of these cells, right? So the other 1 or 2 has to be here, and along with the yellow 1 or 2, that means the rest of row 3 cannot contain 1 or 2. So this has to be 3 through 9, but no 7, 8 because of those 7 and 8. This is 3 through 9, but no 8 because of that, and 3 through 9, no 6, 7, or 8. This can't be 9 because one of these 3 is a 9. Okay, I'm not sure if that tells us very much, but yeah. This obviously cannot be 2 or 1 or 9, so this is 3 through 7 with 3 through 8. This can't be 7. This is 3 through 8. And it could be any of them. This can't be 8 because one of these two is an 8. Okay. What else do we know? One of these 3 is a 1. One of these 3 is a 9. That doesn't help us very much. Well, let's still mark it down. Seven has to be one of these 3 cells. Can't be any of these because they're less than 7. So therefore, this can't be 7 either. 7 has to be one of these 2 remaining cells in box 7. Because it can't be any of these cells in row 9. This can't be 7 in box 1. This can't be 7 because one of these must be 7 in box 1. And these can't be 7. Where's a 7? It has to be one of these 2 cells. Which means this can't be a 7. So this must be a 7 here. So 1 is one of these 2. We're not sure which. This can no longer be 1 because of this 1. So therefore, this can be 2. Because 1 would have to be next to a 2. Or the 2 would have to be next to a 1 only. It can't be 3 because of this 2, 3 possibility here. So this can't be 2 anymore because of that. Doesn't really tell us much. We do have a 4-5, 4-5 pair in... Oh, this can't be 9. Well, there you go. This can't be 9, so therefore that makes that 8, which forces this to be 7, which forces that to be 6. This is now has to be 7. This can't be 6, and now we actually can probably clear most of this. So this is 6, which forces this to be 5, which makes that 4, 3, and 2. The yellow has to be a 1. So this can't be yellow. Obviously, any of these are yellow. This can't be yellow, so therefore this must be the 1. So these are all 1. This can't be 1. This can't be 1. We can remove the yellow aspect now. One of these is 1. We're not sure which. One of these is 1. We're not sure which. Okay, this can't be 2 anymore. So the 2 has to be one of these 2 cells. Uh, 6 can't be here. 6 can't be here. Where's the 6 in box 7? It has to be here, which means these can't be 6. Now we have a 2, 3, 2, 3 pair in row 8, which eliminates 2 and 3 from the rest of the row. So this cannot be 2 or 3. It's 4 or 5. Okay. What can this cell be? It cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. So this is specifically 6 or 9. And we have a 1, 6, 8, 9 quadruple, which eliminates 1, 6, 8, and 9 from the rest of the column. So this can't be 6 or 9. This can't be 6. This can't be 9. This has to be 3, 4, 5. Well, we have a 3, 4, 5 triplet now in box 9, which eliminates 3, 4, and 5 from the rest of the box, which means this has to be a 2. This can't be 2 or 3. This can't be 4, 5. This can't be 4 or 5. This can't be 2 anymore, so that forces this to be 3, which makes that 4, 5, and 6 there. This can't be 4 or 5, so this is a 3, which means this can't be 3. None of these can be 3s here. And we have a 4, 5, 8 triplet in box 7, which eliminates 4, 5, and 8 from the rest of the box. Therefore, this must be a 2, so this can't be 2. This can't be 3 either. Well, where are 2 and 3 in box 4? It can't be any of these cells, so it must be here. So this is 2 or 3, which means we have a 2, 3 pair in row 4, which eliminates 2 and 3 from the rest of the row. Therefore, this can't be 2, and this can't be 1, therefore, because of that. Because 1 can only be consecutive with 2. Now we have a 1, 5, 9 triplet in column 3, which eliminates 1, 5, and 9 from the rest of the column. This can't be 5. This can't be 1, 5, or 9. It could be 4, 8, but it can't be 4 specifically, so it must be 8, which makes that a 4. That makes that 5. This can't be 4, 5, so this is 8, which makes that 6. Which makes that 5 because of that 4. Therefore, this is 4. This can't be 6, so this is 9. And this is 8, which makes that a 6. This can't be 9, so therefore it's a 3. This can't be 3. This can't be 6. Now we have a 4, 5, 9 triplet in box 3, which eliminates 4, 5, and 9 from the rest of the box, so therefore this is a 6. These can no longer be 6s. This can't be 8. This has to be 2 or 9 here, and this can't be 9, so this must be 2, which makes this a 9, which makes that 3, and therefore that makes that 2. This can no longer be 9 or 5. This obviously can't be 9. This is 3 or 4, but it can't be 3 because of this 3, so it must be 4, which makes that 3. This can't be 4, so it's 5 or 9. This can't be 9. It has to be 5, which makes that 9, which means that can't be 9. This can't be 4 anymore, so this must be 5. This is all normal Sudoku. This is a 4. Let's see. This is 2, 3, or 7. And this specifically can't be 7. This can't be 3. This is 2, 6, and 9. And this can't be 9, and this can't be 6. Remaining digits here have to be 1, 5, 6, 8, 9. Well, this can't be 1. This can't be 6 or 8. So this is 5 or 9. Now we have a 5, 9, 5, 9 pair in row 4, which eliminates 5 and 9 from the rest of the row. So this can't be 5 or 9, and this can't be 9. This can't be 8 because of this 8. The remaining digits here are 1, 9 with 2, 1, 9, 8 with 2 or 7. 1, 9, 8, 2, 7. This can't be 1, 8. This can't be 8 and 9. This can't be 1, 7. Okay. And the remaining digits here. So again, this is consecutive, so it's either 5, 6, or 9, 8. We're not sure which. Do we have anything else? I don't think so, right? So this is just all pure Sudoku now. So this is 1, 5, 9 with 3 and 4. This can't be 1, 3. This can't be 4, 5, or 9. This can't be 1, 4, 5. Now we have a 1, 3, 9 triplet in row 6, which eliminates 1, 3, and 9 from the rest of the row. Therefore, this can't be 1, 3, or 9. It must be a 5. This can't be 5 or 9, so this must be 4. This 5 means this is a 9, which forces this to be 8. To be consecutive, this can't be a 9, so this is 5. That can't be an 8, so it's 1, which makes that 9, which makes that 8. Therefore, that's a 6, which means that can't be 6, so this is 2, which makes that 9, makes that 6. This can't be 9, so this is 1. This can't be 1 or 2, so this is 7. This can't be 7. So this is 2, 3. This can't be 2 or 3, so this must be... Sorry, this can't be 2, so it must be 3, which makes that a 2, which makes that a 7. This 7 and 9 cannot be 7 or 9, so this is a 2. This can't be 2 or 8, so this is 9. This is a 3, and this is a 1. Yeah, I was a little slow. Mainly, I wasn't identifying what specific digits couldn't be in certain places, particularly in box 2 and box 8. So I should have been able to identify that more quickly. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.